on the clock and not making that defense work at all. But, you know, we got to play both ends of the floor.
Coach, thank you.
He's absolutely right, Dan. How about the aggressiveness? That right there, that rebound by Greg Oden was the first rebound other than Joel Prisbilla on the whole Blazer team. He had 5 rebounds in the first quarter. No one else had a rebound. That's not being aggressive.
San Antonio shot 71% in the first quarter, 12 for 17. Oden at the other end lays it in and draws the foul. So he's starting to pick it up.
This is the part of the game. Great look there by Rudy Fernandez. If Greg Oden can catch the ball there, yes, he will be a great offensive player. You can't allow him to have position right underneath the basket. But he's unable to get the three-point flag.
Whenever you ask anybody affiliated with the Trailblazers about Greg Oden, they always use the same term. He's coming along. He's coming along. This is just his rookie season, and he's had some injuries, so he's only got barely half a season's worth of NBA action under his belt.
Yes, he's definitely an incomplete on the report card as Roger Mason Jr. continues to stroke the basketball.
13 already for Mason.
No man, no problem, says Mason Jr.
Manu Ginobili, even though he's had injuries in the past, they've always been in the regular season. The Spurs have never been without Ginobili in the postseason. So we'll see how they react to that. The rebound, Thomas, off the miss by Rodriguez.
Well, he did play last season, but he was clearly banged up. Certainly against the Lakers, he was a shadow of himself. The Lakers took him out in 5.
Thomas from the elbow. Roger Mason Jr. with the assist.
This Portland team completely out of sorts on both ends of the floor. Really having no direction where to go offensively, and on the other end, no help, no rotations.
Rodriguez slips inside for the layup. Well, Nate McMillan talked before the game about the young Trailblazers, maybe now that they've clinched a playoff spot, would there be a little bit of complacency? And talking about relative veterans like Joel Prisbilla, Steve Blake being the guys to say, hey, you still got a lot to play for. There's a lot at stake over the next couple of weeks.
Well, absolutely. There's no reason they should be content with just making the playoffs when they have an opportunity to get the number 2 seed in the West.
Yeah. Or at the very least, if they play well, maybe lock up home court in the first round. Udoka to Thomas. And as they said as well, Nate McMillan will use another timeout. You can't turn it off now and just hope to turn it back on when the playoffs begin.
Well, it's turned off right now because the San Antonio Spurs are having their way. Drives to the hoop, open, jump shots. Portland got to wake up and get back in this thing.
We need our home court advantage because it's been great for us. And if you look at our record against Western Conference teams, you know, above 500, we haven't been so good. So our strategy now is just play as hard as we can to try to get home court advantage.
Well, Dan, you mentioned about turning it on and turning it off. I'm a big believer that if you're playing good basketball towards the end of the regular season, that has a carryover effect when you go into the playoffs. You don't want to limp in to the playoffs, and this is the limping in type of game right here for the Portland Trailblazers. You want to play good basketball.
Foul on Matt Bonner. Another game coming up later tonight here on ESPN. Another game of significance in the Western Conference. Utah at Dallas. Right now that's number 7 and number 8 in the West.
I would think you'd want to get out of that 8 spot.
You don't want to see the Lakers until you absolutely have to. Travis Outlaw with a 10-footer.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. Other than LA, I think almost all the teams are totally equal. Anybody can beat anybody. Depends on the matchups. LA, to me, far and above anybody else in the Western Conference right now.
So Utah or Dallas, whoever's the 7, you could see them beating Denver, giving Denver a run for their money?
Yeah. No problem. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would maybe favor the Nuggets, but they certainly can play with them. Utah, Denver, 2 very similar teams. Utah, for some reason, can't win on the road, which is surprising. Jerry Sloan, one of the toughest guys to ever play in the NBA. The mental toughness, you would think that his teams would be better on the road, but they're not.
And congratulations to Coach Sloan, just named a couple of days ago as an inductee into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. And we've got another one of the inductees right here in the building tonight. David Robinson is here, and he's going into the Hall of Fame as well.
I think I have a couple years to wait, so I'm eligible.
How about the Admiral, though? I mean,
no-brainer.
Yeah.
Did Jordan get in?
It was touch and go.
Yeah.
They were recounting the votes. Yeah. And this guy, Robinson, I mean, as good a guy as he was a player, too. I mean, on and off the court. Played his whole career in San Antonio. Sat out that first year after coming out of the Naval Academy before he came into the NBA because of his naval commitments. And then, of course, and Greg Popovich talked about this, the injury to Robinson that caused San Antonio to have such a bad year turned into such a blessing because then they won the lottery and they got Tim Duncan.
One bad year, and then they get 4 titles out of it. Because they don't win 4 titles if they don't get Tim Duncan.
Rodriguez short. Odin. Rodriguez fading away. Rebound Thomas. Is that a ball Odin's got to go back up with?
Well, he was a little bit off balance. He made the right play. I'd like to see Fernandez take that.